Gentlemen, welcome and thank you for joining us at Alumni Hall this evening on the campus of the University of Western Ontario. Tonight, the Western Mustangs take on the Waterloo Warriors in women's basketball action. Thank you for watching Mustangs TV on SSN Canada. I'm Jennifer Kirpin. I'm here with Christian O'Mell.
Hello, folks. We got ourselves a matchup here between the 6 and 8 Mustangs and the 1 and 13 Waterloo Warriors. And here are the starting lineups. First, Waterloo. From Stratford, we've got Laura Bossers at guard. Also at guard, we've got Laura Burnett. At forward, Teresa Jacobs. 22 at guard is Marty Colleen, first year from Oakville. And number 21, Kate Kuntz from Stratford. There you see it on your screen there, they're starting 5 for the Warriors. And now we've got the starting lineups for the Western Mustangs. It's the usual, folks. We've got from Kingston, the first year, Jory McDonald. From Strathroy on the wing, number 8, Emma Neuwenhuizen. Also Jenny Vaughn from Dundas, from London, the fourth year, Caitlin Letty. And the up-and-coming budding star, Laura Daly, number 10, second year from Brights Grove, who has had a great couple of games for the Mustangs, scoring 17 points last game, as did Vaughn in in an upset win over Laurier. Both of them contributing very well. While for the Waterloo Warriors, it's been a tough season. Their only win coming against Royal Military College. They've lost 11 straight, and they've lost by an average of 27 points per game. So what we're expecting today from the Mustangs is a dominant performance, but you never want to take any team lightly. But here at home, they've got a match to try to pull their record within a game of 500.
And just as a tip-off there, we had a whistle blown. It's going to be a ball to the side here for Western.
I got some kind of violation on the tip-off. I'm not sure what happened there. Regardless, and more problems. Shot clock needs to be reset there.
Laura Daly with the ball here, passing it off to Jenny Vaughn. The Warriors are on defense. Jenny Vaughn taking it here to the side, on the right side of the court, losing her dribble, passing it inside to Joy McDonald.
Nicely
up for
done.
the shot, and she finishes it off.
Donald getting a lot of starts these last few games, and they're looking for her to contribute offensively, and that's a good start for her.
Yeah, she did. She got the first 2 points of the game here against Waterloo. That ball is up there by Laura Bossers.
That's bad defense there by the Mustangs, leaving the key wide open on the first possession.
Jenny Vaughn with the ball up top here for the Stangs. Calling out the plays for the girls. Passing it off there to Emma Neuwenhuizen, off to Laura Daly. Girls are cutting inside the key here a lot, passing it inside to Joy McDonald, getting down deep to Caitlin Letty.
And she gets an offensive foul.
That was Caitlin's problem the last game that we just saw here.
It seems to be a running problem with Caitlin Letty. Every game it seems like we're talking about it.
Yeah, her fouls against her.
Yeah, a lot of offensive fouls too. She gets the little bit of she gets a little bit aggravated, and she'll take an offensive foul, it seems. She just elbows her opponent.
Burnett here with the ball for the Warriors, passing it off there to Jacobs. Shot up for Burnett.
Oh boy.
And it is a 3 for Laura Burnett.
Laura Burnett, the leading scorer on the team with 9.2 points per game. The team does not have a player that averages double digits.
Jenny Vaughn up for the shot, went right through the key, and Jory McDonald with that rebound there to finish it off.
Nicely done again by McDonald.
Laura Burnett loses her dribble before she gets off half, but it ends up back in her hands, passing it off there to Killeen.
And she traveled. This is something we talked about before the game, was Jory McDonald scores 4 points, is that Waterloo really doesn't have much height on their team.
No, definitely not. We were talking that way earlier this evening. average is about 5'7" here, most of the girls.
And inside, they've only got about 1 or 2 players that are 6 feet tall. So Jory McDonald at 6'2" should be able to take full advantage of that.
Emma Neuenheisen with the shot and finishes off. Wasn't outside of that line there, so it is only 2 for the Stangs. Colleen with the ball up top, passing it off there to Bossers for the shot.
Oh man,
she
again,
finishes
another
it
one.
off. Another 3 for the Waterloo Warriors.
Bossers only averaging 5.6 points per game. She's already got 5 points, and we're only 2.5 in.
Caitlin Lenny here with the ball, passing it inside there for the shot from Daly. We have Colleen with the ball, passing it off there, up top to Burnett. Moving it around very quickly. Up for the shot from Jacobs, rebounded there by Jenny Vaughn as she comes down the floor here. Warriors running back on defense, and Jenny Vaughn just loses the ball there and ends up in Bossers' hands. Western is on defense now. We have Quincy inside for the shot, rebounded by Laura Daly.
That's not a good spot to pick up your dribble.
Loses her dribble there, needs some help from her
they're
girls.
done. That's brutal. I mean, there's a fault on Laura Daly there for picking up the ball that deep in your own end, but
also a fault there.
Her teammates have to be aware that she's trapped and come back and help.
Absolutely, you got to turn around and take a look and where the ball is instead of just
Hey,
running
Mustangs
back
fans, share your thoughts with us on Twitter. Tell us where you're watching from and what you think of the team's performance tonight. Follow @MustangsTV and use #MustangsTV when tweeting about Mustangs athletics. We got a quick turnover there by the Waterloo Warriors.
Jenny Vaughn passing it into Laura Daly as she comes down the floor here. Warriors on defense. Daly passes it off to Vaughn. Vaughn cross court to
wide
Knox.
open.
Knox for the 3. Can't quite finish it, but rebounded by Caitlin Letty. She passes it out to Vaughn again.
Knox, one of the best three-point shooters on the team, shoots 50% from beyond the arc.
Jenny Vaughn up top here, calling out the play. She goes through the key herself.
A block. Wow. She gets the basket to count, and she'll shoot, try to make it a three-point play. I thought they meant to call the charge there, but let's take a look on this on the replay here.
It's going to be a foul on Laura Burnett from the
Does she
Waterloo
get her feet
Warriors.
set? Well, that's a close call. It's one of those boom, boom calls by a ref. You don't have much time to think about it, but.
One shot here. Jenny Vaughn trying to get a rebound, but taken away by Colleen. And we have McGinty. Colleen for the shot just off the top of the rim there. Jenny Vaughn with it now, passing it off to Daly.
Oh.
Daly tried to get inside the key to Knox's hands, but couldn't quite make it. We have Colleen coming down the floor here with the ball. Western on defense. Back inside the key, out for the 3 by Colleen. Can't quite make it in there. Rebounded by Jacobs.
But a nice block by Daly. Good job by Laura Daly. They've got size on these Waterloo girls, yet they seem to be owning the rebounds Waterloo does, which is really surprising.
Inside the key there, Jacobs up for the shot, rebounded by Letty, off to Jenny Vaughn, but cross-court pass all the way to Daly as she makes another cross-court pass to Knox, making their height count in this game, pulling it over top of the Warriors. Jenny Vaughn inside for the shot, and she finishes it off.
Good stuff.
We have Burnett up top here with the ball, passing it off there to Quincy inside the key. Joy McDonald got it instead, and we have Warriors back
what
on
a pass
defense.
by Vaughn. But Lacey Knox got to finish that.
We have Colleen with the ball down underneath the net, trying to go up for
Joy
a finishing
McDonald wants
layup.
no part of that.
Knox with the ball up top, passing it off to Vaughn. A lot of cutting inside the key here. Daly with the ball inside, up for the shot, and she finishes it off. Laura Daly.
Got a timeout on the floor. Waterloo calling a timeout. 12-8. Oh, nope, 14. 14-8 with 4:47 to go here, and we'll be right back on Mustangs TV.
What is the good life? It's about being totally alive in every fiber, every thought, every moment. It isn't complicated, it's as simple as letting your body move. The good life's not about magazine covers, it's about pictures on your mantle. It's not about what you see in a mirror, but about what you see inside. Yes, the good life does include ice cream, pizza, and a cold beer on a hot day. The good life is putting down the remote and taking control. It's about playing with your kids in the park and feeling like a kid yourself. It's about balance in a world that often forgets the meaning of that word. Good life is hearing your name and seeing a familiar smile. Good life is good, and it's within your reach. Grab it now.
The University of Western Ontario has 241 academic All-Canadian athletes. Tonight we'll introduce you to 4 of them. First, we have John Leckie. John is the running back for the Mustangs football team, but unfortunately he tore his ACL in their first game this year, cutting his season short. However, in that short period he was on the field, he scored 2 touchdowns. He's currently doing his master's in exercise physiology. He enjoys camping, music, and snowboarding, and is afraid of bears. Go figure. John Leckie, he's a hero of the classroom.
Interesting fact right there.
Interesting that you're afraid of bears, yet you play football and you're a running back.
Quinlan with the ball up top here for the Warriors. The whistle is blown. It's going to be foul.
We got number 12,
Called
Hancock.
against Annabelle Hancock for Western's team's second foul for this quarter. The ball down in the corner here for Waterloo. Back up top there to Burnett. Moving it around inside, trying to get it inside that key there, but Rebecca Moss just wouldn't have it. She takes it off herself. Knox coming down the floor with the ball. Off to Jenny Vaughn. Warriors on their defense. Girls are moving around quickly here, trying to find somebody to pass to. 9 seconds on that shot clock. Jenny Vaughn's gonna have to make a move, but Rebecca Moss with it for the shot. Can't quite finish it, and rebounded there by Burnett. She comes down the floor. Western moving back on defense. Inside to McIntyre, back out to Burnett. The shot taken there by Bear. Jenny Vaughn with that rebound as she comes down the floor. Passing it off to Knox. Knox for the 3. Doesn't finish it off. And it's going to be rebounded by Burnett.
Both teams started off really good offensively, making tons of shots, but they've both gone cold here in the last few minutes.
We have Burnett up top here with the ball. Western on defense.
They got nothing inside right now. Only got 5 to shoot. Got to get something
Quinlan
up.
with the ball. It's going to have to make a move.
Not going to do it. Nope.
Runs out of time. Shot clock was up, and it's going to be Western's ball down underneath their net.
Good defensive possession by the Mustangs, not allowing them to get the ball inside, because it doesn't seem like Waterloo is very comfortable shooting the 3.
We have some substitutions here for both teams. Caroline Walensky and Joy McDonald are back into the game. Walensky is coming down the floor for the Stangs. Moving to the left side, passing off to Annabelle to Knox very quickly. Fast passes. Moss with the shot down the left end, and she finishes it off. A 3 for Rebecca Moss.
4th in OUA in 3-point field goal percentage, and showing you why right there.
We have Warriors on offense. Up to Burnett. Moving it across there. Quinlan for the shot, and she gets it. Colleen Quinlan.
Hancock tried to jump it, missed it, and that gave Quinlan a wide open lane for a shot.
Walensky up top for the Stangs. Knox with it now, going down the left side.
Gets it blocked though.
Warriors with it now. Moving down, Hunsey passing it off. Quinlan ends up with it in her hands. It goes through the key. Almost got an easy layup there. Rebecca Moss has it for the Stangs. Annabelle Hancock trying to finish it off there inside the key, but bounces off. And we have Western moving back on defense as Quinlan has the ball here for the Warriors.
Seen both teams miss multiple transition layups. Don't know how that's acceptable.
Quinlan passing it there down to the left corner to Kunze, but she couldn't grab it, and it's going to be Western ball here to the side.
Yeah, it's another sloppy possession there as Daly comes back in for Knox.
Walensky coming down the floor here with the ball for the Stangs. Warriors on defense, and she goes through the key, trying to finish it off. And she gets it, Caroline Walensky. Long pass down court here for the Warriors.
I don't really know what's going on there. I thought Waterloo would have taken a timeout to get things under control, but it appears that that timeout has only unrattled them a little more. This week's Good Life Fitness Female Athlete of the Week is track and field athlete Caroline Earhart. Caroline competes in triple jump and long jump with the Mustangs, and over the weekend at the 29th annual Don Wright Team Challenge, she improved her own school record by triple jump. This placed her second in the event and number 2 in CIS rankings. Caroline also won the long jump event, and her efforts helped lead the Mustangs to a women's team title at the event. Caroline is currently part of Athletics Canada's 2016 Olympic Development Program, and her biggest goal right now is to get to the games. Caroline Earhart, Good Life Fitness Female Athlete of the Week.
We have Walensky passing it off to Jenny Vaughn. They almost ran out of time there on the shot clock, but Rondinelli has it now. Up top pack to Jenny Vaughn. Cross court to Walensky for the shot. Can't quite make it. Joy McDonald trying to grab that rebound, but it looks like it's going to be a jump ball called.
Go to Waterloo. Good fight there from Waterloo. 51.8 to go. Western up by 9 here in the first.
Graham with the ball for the Warriors as we have our Stangs back on D, all set up and ready to go. She comes down the right side of the floor, gonna pass it off there to Quinlan, off to Bossers. A lot of passing going on here, trying to get it inside that key. Walensky has it now for the Stangs, and the Warriors had lost it, so they're back on their defense. Rondinelli passing it down to Joy McDonald. She can't seem to get her hands on it and hold on to the ball tonight. And it's going to be out on Joy McDonald to Warriors ball down underneath their own net.
Sloppy turnover there again from Western. Can't be having those against more quality opponents.
Graham passing it off to Bossers. Back moving around Quinlan for the shot. Joy McDonald with that rebound, as she should, considering her height difference on this floor. And we have Jenny Vaughn coming down through the key.
That's a tough foul, but
it's going to be fouled, called against the Warriors.
Well, the Red Sea was parted, and Vaughn saw it coming across way too late and taking a blocking foul, as you see it there. She came over way too late. And that's going to be a tough foul. Vaughn getting up slowly, but she looks to be okay. Vaughn will shoot 2. Foul was on Laura Bosser. That was her first.
Her first shot is good. Jenny Vaughn was under pressure there, and that's why she went through the key so quickly. There's only 2 seconds left in this quarter. She wanted to finish it off.
Vaughn, the best free throw shooter on the team, nails both.
And that is the end of the first quarter. We have
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. The clock shouldn't start until the ball's inbounded. So they're going to get 2 seconds, I believe.
Maybe not even.
Rest are talking. They got 2.1. I hear someone from the crowd yelling. No, they're not the ref. They're just going to put 2. Not that 0.1 seconds is going to make any difference.
It's going to be a quick pass and a long shot.
Yep.
It's going to have to be taken here by the Warriors.
Looks like we're good to go here. Yeah, it's not much you can do in 2 seconds.
Graham with the ball doesn't seem to be able to get that pass in there. There's going to be no shot taken at the last few seconds. We have our Western Mustangs at 21 and Waterloo Warriors at 10.
Yep, Jenny Vaughn leading the way once again, as she always seems to, with 6 points. Daly and Jory McDonald both having 4. Bossers has 5 for Waterloo. And we'll be right back with second quarter action here on Mustangs TV.
New improved Powerade Ion 4 replenishes fuel and 4 of the minerals lost in sweat. Powerade Ion 4 hydrates better than water. Keep sweating.
This is combine training. Let's go.
I will.
And we're back here on Mustangs TV, almost about to begin the second quarter. We have Western versus Waterloo in women's basketball. The Stangs are up by 11 points, 21 to 10.
Yep. It's been some pretty good defense from Western, not allowing anything inside, and it's a common point of discussion between us so far today is the fact that Waterloo seriously lacks inside presence. No one really that tall. I noticed that 5'10" Sam McIntyre was playing inside, and I think 5'10's being generous, to be honest. She looks more like she's 5'8", and she's trying to post up Jory McDonald. There's no way that's going to work. Right? So it seems to be a small guard-oriented team, and if you have a team like that, you're more often than not going to have to rely on the three-pointer. But Waterloo doesn't. They don't have many people that can shoot the three. Their highest percentage three-point shooter is that would qualify is only 30%, and that's Madison Bear. That's not going to get it done in this league.
Emma Neuenheisen with the ball up top, passing it down inside to Jenny Vaughn, and she finishes it up. Warriors on offense, Stangs on D. They're moving it around very quickly here. Graham moving it down to the bottom there to Kinsey as she passes it back up top. But a shot here taken by Bossers, but can't quite finish it off there. And Jory McDonald can't keep her hands on the ball.
Slippery.
But Jenny Vaughn ends up with it, and she comes down the floor. There's going to be some sort of shot clock trouble going on. Jenny Vaughn's ball to the side.
They don't know what. They got the guy at the table over there with his arms in the air saying, what's the problem, sir?
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't think 18. It says 18 on the shot clock. I'm fairly certain that's accurate. They just inbounded the ball, so.
Mustangs fans, share your thoughts with us on Twitter. Tell us where you're watching from and what you think of the team's performance tonight. Follow at Mustangs TV and use hashtag Mustangs TV when tweeting about Mustangs athletics.
Yep, some kind of issue here around the OUA tonight in a game of very much importance to both, or just to Western, I guess, is McMaster visiting Guelph. Now, Guelph 6 and 8, tied with Western for 6th. Now, that seems like the basement, but it's really not, because 4th place McMaster, who is Guelph's opponent tonight, is only 7 and 7. 4th is the final playoff spot, so you've got McMaster, Lakehead, Guelph, and Western at 7 or 6 wins each. And the winner of McMaster and Guelph could, well, if it's McMaster, that's bad for Western.
I think Jenny Vaughn was called out of bounds there, and it's going to be Warriors ball to the side, and Graham with it now. Western on defense, passing it off to Colleen. She's down the left side, trying to put it inside the key, but can't get it there. Bosser's with it now on the right side. She loses her dribble, passing back off to Graham to Colleen. They keep moving ends with the ball.
That's
Graham
deep.
with the shot. Doesn't quite finish it off
Letty
there.
couldn't grab it either. The bigs for Western can't grab the ball.
The ball moving inside there, but
nice steal from Neuenheisen.
With it now, passing off to Letty. Warriors moving back on their defense. Jenny Vaughn passes it off to Emma Neuenheisen. She goes through the key.
Oh, she tried to bounce it to Letty, but if you get that deep in the key, you might as well finish. I mean, she had room
for
to.
The shot.
Yeah.
Caitlin Letty's going to be there for the rebound.
Or draw a foul, right? There's two girls in the lane there, prone to fouling, and she tried to hit Letty, but Letty was cutting to the basket, presumably going for a rebound. So as a result, a bad pass results in a Waterloo ball.
Laura Daly's back in the game, and Caitlin Letty's going to take a break here for the Stangs. We have Burnett coming down the floor, passing off to Colleen. Back to Burnett. Western on defense. We have down in the corner here, Jacobs still trying to get it inside to the key there, but you can't get past those Western hands. And that's why you've seen a lot of shots taken from Waterloo. But Jenny Vaughn with the ball up top, passing off to Daly for the shot. Rebounded there by Walensky. And she's going to hand it off there to Jenny Vaughn. The girls cutting inside the key. Jenny passes it there to Joy McDonald. She goes up hard. Can't quite make it though. We have Burnett coming down the floor here. Passing it inside there to Kinsey. Joy McDonald ended up with the ball. And Warriors are running back on defense as Jenny Vaughn comes down the floor. And Emma Neuenheisen up top here, passing it back to Jenny. Need some people inside the key with the ball there. 4 seconds on that shot clock, and it was taken away by Baird. She goes up for the shot. Madison Baird finishes it off there for the Warriors.
Just a bad possession from Western. Not getting enough movement. You had Vaughn at the top waiting for something to happen, and then she just takes it to the basket and puts it in herself. That works too.
Very good at seeing those open lanes and taking them aggressively.
Good court vision.
Colleen up top with the ball, passing it off there to Burnett, down to Bear. Keep moving around the perimeter here as shots taken by Colleen.
Boy.
She finishes it off. Marty
Colleen with a three.
Three.
Shooting just 20% from beyond the arc on the year. Colleen makes that one. And suddenly it's only a 10-point game.
Emma Neuenheisen up top, looking inside for something to pass to. Jenny passes it inside to Joy, back to Jenny.
I don't know if that was a good play.
They're trying to do some quick passes there, but Daly's going to take the shot in 4 seconds left. Rebounded by Burnett. We have Colleen coming down the floor here for the Warriors as Stangs move back on their defense. Jacobs inside, barely the key up for the shot, and she finishes it off there.
She got her trap down there. Double teamed.
It's amazing how she can get past McDonald's hands.
McDonald's got to do maybe a little better job of staying upright and not giving her an angle through the backboard.
Caroline Lewinsky up top here, trying to get inside through the key and finish it off, but can't quite keep it in the hoop.
Lost the handle on that one, and we got wholesale change here for Western. All 5 players switching off. McIntyre comes back on for Waterloo. Got Hancock, Knox, Moss, Rondinelli, and Letty on the floor.
Burnett passing it off to Colleen. So Westerns on defense. Bear with the ball. Down the left side here, up against Hancock. Back to Burnett. To Colleen. Down inside the corner, making a long pass there to Bear for the shot. Rebounded by Letty. And Knox has it now, coming down the right side, going across, passing it off to Moss.
Guess Knox is going to have to be the point guard.
Knox taking the shot, almost gets it there.
Letty draws the foul on McIntyre. We're not used to seeing both Vaughn and Daly and Walensky on the floor. It's rare that Knox is going to be the point guard, and we've got a timeout on the floor here, called by Waterloo. The University of Western Ontario has 241 academic All-Canadian athletes, and tonight our second hero of the classroom is Brian Hong. Brian plays for the 28th straight OUA champion Mustang squash team. He is in his third year at Western, first year of Ivy with an interest in investment management and consulting. Named the OUA Player of the Year in 2009, Brian also loves to play golf and travel. A huge Maple Leafs fan, he's keeping his fingers crossed that they make the playoffs, and his biggest fear is graduation because he doesn't want to leave Western. Aww. Brian Hong is a hero of the classroom. I'm not going to say anything about the fact that he's a Leafs fan, but
just hoping to make the playoffs there.
I think they will, but
we'll see. We have our Western Mustangs versus the Waterloo Warriors. Western up 25 against the Warriors at 17.
Yeah, well, the lead was bigger. It was 11 points after one. They had it up to 13 at one point, but Waterloo not really going away because Western has struggled on offense here in the second quarter. Been outscored 7-4 so far.
We have Western's ball underneath Warriors end. Caitlin Lenny passing it off to Knox as she's at the top of the key here. Rondinelli with the ball down under, passing off to Moss.
Oh.
A lot of passing here up top. Don't know how well that's going. Hancock down under.
Foul is on Waterloo. And without their normal point guards, it seems like they're in a little bit of a frenzy on offense.
It's going to be a foul against Madison Bear from the Waterloo Warriors. It's his team's second foul this quarter.
Full 14 seconds on the shot clock to make something happen here.
Hancock passing in to Rondinelli, off to Letty, in Knox's hands. A lot of passing on 9 seconds left. Annabelle trying to pass inside to the bottom there to Letty, but couldn't quite make it. We have McIntyre passing it off there to Burnett. Back down to the bottom to Jacobs. Shot taken by Colleen.
Down and out.
Rebounded by Hancock, as she's going to take it down the floor herself.
Seemed very unstructured on offense. No one wants to take a shot. Is everyone looking to pass?
With the ball here.
Let Letty do something here.
Go up for the shot. It's going to be called a travel.
She gave it to the ref before they even blew the whistle.
She knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah. It was a good job not backing down there by the Waterloo defenders.
Colleen Quinlan's back in the game for the Warriors. She passes it off there to Burnett. Western on defense. Quinlan with the ball here, passing it off back in her hands, but Burnett's going to take it down. Bear has it now, but a lot of passing. No one's taking the shot, and they have 5 seconds left.
Good job.
Rebounded there by Rebecca Moss. We have Annabelle Hancock with the ball as the Warriors move back on their D. Hancock loses her dribble, gives it off to Moss. She's looking inside for somebody to pass to, and Caitlin Letty ends up with it now, but can't finish it off. She's got 4 girls inside the key by herself.
That's when you got to kick it out. I mean, you get the rebound, you're taught to go back up with it, so I understand that. And she drew the foul, but when you've got 4 of their 5 players on the floor converging on you, you got to look to pass it. You would have had all kinds of shooters open.
Chances are slim. We have ball thrown in here to Knox, off to Annabelle. Moving it around here, Caitlin Lenny's going to hand it off to Moss. Back to her. She looks inside for Rondinelli, but didn't take that chance.
Oh, look at, she's not, wow.
Western
there we go.
Can't seem to finish, but Melissa Rondinelli finished it off there for the Stangs. With Bear passing it off to Burnett. She's up top here, can't get past that Western defense. A lot of just moving it around. Jacobs with the ball, passing it back out again. Long court pass. A shot is taken in the last few seconds of the shot clock and rebounded by Hancock. She passes it off there to Moss. Inside to Letty, up for the shot. Can't finish it off.
I've noticed that when she uses her left hand, it looks like she pushes off with her right, off of the defender. So she only uses one hand to lay it in. That's why she's been so inaccurate with her left.
Could be.
Poor fundamentals.
Bear with the shot, rebounded there by Annabelle Hancock. She passes it off in front to Knox, trying to get up to the hoop. We have Caitlin Letty who draws the foul out from the Warriors.
Nicely done there.
She's going to take 2 shots. It's going to be foul against Laura Burnett. It's Warriors' 4th foul in the second quarter.
Caitlin Letty at the line, only a 54% shooter from the line on the year, and when you're one of the bigs down low, you're going to get fouled a lot. You're going to need to hit your free throws.
She ends up getting the first one right there.
She can make me look bad, though, if she makes both of these. I would have no problem with that. The Mustangs put their starters back on the floor.
Her second one is good, too. It's exactly what we like to see.
Yep. All 5 starters coming back in. Letty takes a seat. McDonald coming back in. Vaughn already with 10 points on the day.
She really even hasn't played much this second quarter.
No, she hasn't, but I think they miss her as the point guard. Oh, and there's a nice steal.
Walensky going up for the basket.
Oh,
almost finished off herself, but rebounded there by Quinlan. The Mustangs are going to have to move quickly to get back on D. Quinlan passing off there to Burnett. She loses her dribble. Looking inside, trying to find someone. Can't get it in the hands there. Got a jump ball called. It's going to be Warriors ball underneath Western's net.
McDonald's doing a good job of getting her hands on the ball, just not keeping her hands on the ball. Another one that she should have just had outright.
Walensky stole it away there, passing it off to McDonald as Jenny Vaughn ends it up with it now, and she calls out the play for the Stangs. Passing off there to Jory, inside to Daly. Can't quite make it.
Decent defense there from Quinlan, drawing or forcing the shot perhaps to be altered.
Quinlan with the ball now, taking the shot for the Warriors. Doesn't get in there, but is tipped off back in Quinlan's hand. She goes up for another shot, but Jenny Vaughn takes it now, going down the floor, out to Daly. Daly for the 3, doesn't finish it there, and Jenny Vaughn couldn't get past Burnett. So we have Quinlan with the ball, and the Stangs back on defense.
Walensky go on defense. How about that effort?
Stolen away by Quinlan.
There you go.
Caroline
She's
Walensky
an animal on the ball.
She knew she could get it off of her hands, and she went for it.
I'd like to see how many steals she has at the end of this game. She's already had 3 or 4.
Burnett passing it off to Quinlan. Round to Bear. She goes up for the shot.
And
doesn't hit the back of the net or the rim.
So 23 seconds left. Mustangs 31-17 lead here. And take this down all the way to the final shot if they wanted to. No shot clock.
19 seconds left as Jenny Vaughn comes down the floor in the hands of Jory McDonald. Tried passing it in there to Daly. It's going to be called a foul against the Warriors. Laura Bossers.
Gives Western a chance to set up a play here before the well, no, it's 5 fouls, so they're going to shoot here. Daly's going to shoot 2 shots here.
Hopefully 2 points.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, she is 61% free throw shooter on the year, so.
Doesn't make her first one.
Oh, she'd like
Still has one more.
I'm sure she'd like to get that average up. Anywhere around 75's not too bad.
Second shot is good. We have Burnett with the ball up against Walensky. Jenny Vaughn almost took it away there.
And that's a foul on Vaughn.
Don't know where that came from. We have 6.5 seconds left in the first half.
And Mustangs have managed to stay out of foul trouble this entire game. We've only got 3 Mustangs that have any fouls at all.
Burnett with the ball here. She's going to have to finish it off with only 2 seconds left. Almost loses it.
And Jory McDonald gets the block.
Yeah, she stopped it on that one. We have our Western Mustangs at 32 beating Waterloo Warriors 17.
This week's Good Life Fitness Male Athlete of the Week and OUA Athlete of the Week and CIS Athlete of the Week is hockey goaltender Josh Eunice. Josh is in his second year at Western and is currently the number 4 ranked goalie in CIS. He shut out the number 8 ranked Lakehead Thunderwolves this past weekend, saving all 56 shots sent in his direction. He had two shutouts on the weekend, and those were his second and third of the season. The Holland, Ohio native is currently the best save percentage in the OUA. He has been to 2 NHL training camps with the Chicago Blackhawks and the former Atlanta Thrashers, respectively. He was drafted in the 3rd round by Chicago in 2007. Played on Team USA in 06 and 07 in the under 17 and number 18 divisions, and also played on Team USA in the World Junior 2009 Championship. Josh Eunice, the Good Life Fitness Male Athlete of the Week.
And all right, well, that is the end of the first half, and we will be back right after this break on Mustangs TV.
Playing so many games is tough by any standard. And being energy efficient is crucial to how I perform. It's such a demanding schedule. After a game, analyzing your team's performance is a natural part of competing. Win or lose, a positive mindset is essential. With all the travel and time on the road, I worry about the impact I have on the environment. One thing is for sure, there's another city and another game just around the corner. Having been on the big stage so often, nothing phases me. I'm unflappable. It's what characterizes me.
Let's go! Seriously, kidding me? Idiot. What the are you doing? Sorry, girls. It's a green light. I gotta stop doing that.
and welcome back. We have our Mustangs basketball, women's basketball, up by 32 against the Waterloo Warriors at 17. And just the beginning in the second half here, we have Laura Daly down under, up for the shot.
Oh, rims out. Tough one there.
Can't finish it off, and they're back on defense. And we have Colleen up top, passing it off to Burnett. Moving it around here, Burnett to the right side of the court. We had Bossers running inside the keep there, but loses it off to Western. Jenny Vaughn passed it down underneath the basket to Walensky as she went up and drawed a foul.
Got some first half stats for you here. Vaughn leading the way points-wise for the game. The game high 10 points in the first half. I mentioned how Walensky had 3 or 4 steals. She does. She has 4 steals. Tori McDonald has 3 steals. And equally impressive is Caitlin Letty. She's only got 2 points, but she's cleaning up the glass. She's got 7 rebounds. 5 of them offensive.
Caroline Walensky with one shot here. She finishes it off. We have Burnett coming down the floor for the Warriors. Going down the left side, passing it off there to Bossers. Moving it around here, Colleen going inside the key, passing it back out for Bossers for the shot.
There's number 8.
Rebounded by Letty again, another rebound. Jenny Vaughn going down the court, trying to get that lane there. She draws the foul against Colleen.
We're seeing that already a few times here in the second half. Western's gonna want to take it to the hoop before Waterloo can get back on defense. That's what they've done a few times here, and they've drawn a foul every time.
Jenny's first shot is in. She has one more coming up. Second one is good. Burnett with the ball here for the Warriors, trying to get past Walensky. Moving down the left side of the court. And Daly stepped up to block her as well, and it's going to be a foul called against Laura Daly.
Yeah. Playing some really aggressive outside defense, and a little too aggressive. Got a foul there.
Bossers with the ball here, passing it off to Colleen.
Oh, right into Daly's hands.
Daly's going to take it down the floor here for the Stangs. Very, very quickly passing it off to Walensky. Walensky trying to get inside that key herself, but couldn't get it inside Letty's hands. But she stole it back from Burnett. Another
look at that
steal.
feed.
Passing it down under to Jenny Vaughn as she finishes it up for the Stangs. We have Bossers down, coming down the right side of the court here. Out to Burnett, off to Colleen. Burnett's going to try to go inside, passing it out to Colleen for the 3. Doesn't finish it off, and we have Rebecca Moss.
Oh, look at her toe the sideline there. Nicely done.
Almost stepped out of bounds, but saved herself.
She didn't even have to go for the rebound. It was off Waterloo's shot, but good hustle nonetheless.
Jenny Vaughn passing it down to the corner to Moss, inside to Letty. Letty's going to work hard.
Gotta do something quick here, girls.
Passing it inside to Walensky, but doesn't quite get it through when we have Kinsey coming down the floor here for the Warriors. And it's going to be foul called against Caitlin Letty.
Only her second foul, which is nice to see. Not in too much trouble. Didn't get back in time. Slap with the hand, and Jory McDonald will come in, as will Emma Neuenhuizen. So we have the...
Letty and Walensky taking a break here for the Stangs.
Did a fine job.
Kinsey with her first shot, and that's good. She has one more.
Kinsey, a 57% free throw shooter on the season.
Doesn't make that second one there.
And a violation, though.
Called against Western, so she's going to go back to the line.
They say Jory went in too soon. So that'll be a second chance here. Trying to make 2 of 2. No, second chance doesn't do. But they get the rebound.
Jacobs with that rebound.
Oh.
Does not finish it off there, and Moss grabbed it off of the back of Neuenhuizen.
Ball hit just about everything there.
Daly with it down in the corner. Stolen there by Burnett. Jenny Vaughn ends up back with the ball. She goes inside the key, passing it out to Moss for the shot and doesn't quite get it. Rebounded there by Burnett, passing it off there to Kunze, down to the corner to Bossers, but Burnett takes the shot.
Oh, a slap in there. And again, another foul here on Western, starting to get into some foul trouble here. It's their third of the quarter.
Over 7 minutes still to play.
Mustang fans, after the game, make sure to check out westernmustangs.ca for up-to-date Mustang scores, schedules, stories, and highlights. Westernmustangs.ca is your source for all Western Mustangs information.
We have Kunze to the left side of the court there, and the whistle is blown. It's going to be a travel called against Warriors.
Forced by the good defense of Neuenhuizen, got in there, and I thought it would have been a jump ball, but they called a travel.
Jenny Vaughn here with ball coming down the floor, going inside, taking it herself as she finishes it off. Yep. Jenny Vaughn with another 2 points.
She sees a lane, she's going to take it. You mentioned that earlier. She's very decisive. A blocked foul. Oh, boy.
It's going to be called against Emma Neuenhuizen. That's her 4th team foul in this third quarter.
It's no good taking a foul at that point in the court. It's useless.
Burnett with the ball, Stangs on defense. She passes it off to Bossers. Moving it back and forth between each other. Here we go again. Passing it out there to Colleen as she goes up inside the key for the shot. Rebounded by the Warriors. Joy McDonald's going to fight for that. Daly ended up with it. She passes across the court to Rebecca Moss. And she goes
look at that
spin.
Oh!
Rebecca Moss, what a great play by the Stangs.
Highlight reel material right there from the Western Mustangs.
Jacobs with the shot, and Jenny Vaughn rebounded it. She passed it off to Moss again, passing it down to the corner to Emma. She takes it around. It's going to be a carry called on Emma Neuenhuizen. Some substitutions here for the Warriors.
Mustangs pulling away here in the third quarter, outscoring the Waterloo Warriors 10-1 so far.
Bosser with the ball up top for the Warriors. Moving down the left side, passing it out to Burnett for the three. A little long there.
Unable to hit any threes, and Jory McDonald with a big block.
Jenny Vaughn coming down the floor. Warriors moving back on defense quickly. Jenny loses her dribble, passing off to Moss to Daly. Daly cross court to Emma. Emma goes inside the key, up for the shot, and she finishes it off. Emma Neuenhuizen.
Not quick enough back on D, though.
We have Laura Daly passing it long to Jenny Vaughn. She's inside the key here, passing it to the corner to Emma. Emma for the shot, too short though, rebounded there by Colleen as she comes down the floor for the Warriors, passing it off to Bossers for the shot, and she finishes it off there for the Warriors.
So that's their first field goal of the quarter, halfway in. Not going too well now for the Warriors here in the second half.
Jenny Vaughn with the ball up top here for the Stangs, and Warriors on defense, passing it off to Daly for the three. Doesn't quite get it there, and we have Bossers coming down the floor. Western move back on defense quickly. Colleen up top, passing it out to Burnett.
Again, they're giving up nothing inside for a team that's not doing too good from the outside.
Shot taken by McIntyre, rebounded by Joy McDonald as Jenny Vaughn's going to take it down the floor through the middle here.
That's
coming
a good job.
Out to the right, passing it off to Rebecca Moss for the shot, and she gets it. A three for Rebecca Moss.
She's one of the best shooters on the team. She's open in transition. You bet she'll make it.
Bossers with the ball, passing it down to McIntyre. Cross there to Colleen for the shot. A little long again. And McIntyre saved it, but it landed in the hands of Daly. She passes it off there to Jory. And she'll just hand it back as Warriors get moved back on their defense. Jenny Vaughn for the three.
Oh.
And she drains it. 3 for Jenny Vaughn. Western is up by 30 points.
Oh boy. Yeah, you don't see Vaughn take too many threes, but that one looked pretty good.
And a shot taken there by Burnett.
And there's a whistle blown. I don't know which team the foul is on there. I believe it's on Western. Not sure here. Yep. It's going to be on Rebecca Moss. That's her first foul. Sorry, her second foul. Team's 5th foul. So McIntyre will head to the line.
Yep. She's got 2 shots here.
She's only taken 13 free throws on the year, but she has made 2. So that's 15%. Not so good. Tough one there.
Still has 1 more.
See if she can make it 1 of 2. Waterloo trying to squeak out any points they can manage there, and she manages to sink her second. It's only 4 points on the quarter. And Shohan for Vaughn is the switch for Western on the floor.
Walensky with the ball here for the Stangs. Up against Quinlan. She tries passing it down to one of her players, but landed in the Warriors' hands. And we have Bear for the shot.
And Shohan gets a shot block.
Letty makes a long pass down to Hancock as she goes inside the key. Can't finish it off, but rebound.
Oh yeah, look at the bench react. They love it. Shohan gets the and one. Check this out on the replay. Shohan with a great finish, high off the glass.
That looked too easy for her. It's gonna be timeout called here. We have a bit of trivia here. What Mustang has the 2nd most points in a career with 1,626 points?
It's a heck of a lot of points. I remember a few weeks ago, Ryan Barbeau made his 1,000th point.
Really?
So you imagine Barbeau plus 600 points.
Unbelievable.
Well, we'll give you that answer later in the game here. Well, right now, we've got the Mustangs running away with it, up 31 points. And we'll be right back here with more 3rd quarter action on Mustangs TV.
Playing so many games is tough by any standard. And being energy efficient is crucial to how I perform. It's such a demanding schedule. After a game, analyzing your team's performance is a natural part of competing. Win or lose, a positive mindset is essential. With all the travel and time on the road, I worry about the impact I have on the environment. One thing is for sure, there's another city and another game just around the corner. Having been on the big stage so often, nothing phases me. I'm unflappable. It's what characterizes me.
Let's go! Seriously, kidding me? Idiot. What the are you doing? Oh, sorry, girls. It's a green light. I gotta stop doing that.
And we are back, and Shohan finished her shot up there, making it 53-21 for the Stangs. Walensky with the ball now, passing it off to Knox. Double team, she's getting cornered here. Shohan passing off to Letty down inside the corner. Up top now to Walensky. She's gonna go around the right side here, going inside the key herself and finished it off. Caroline Lewinsky.
Lewinsky's having herself quite the game. 7 points, 5 steals on the day for her.
Bear passing off there to Graham. Tried passing it back to her, and Hancock got in the way, passing it off there to Walensky as she's gonna finish it up again.
There's 4 quick points. No big deal.
Quinlan with the ball here for the Warriors. Western on D. Graham passing back to Quinlan for the three. Little long there, and Walensky got that ball instead of Bear. And it's going to be Western on offense, Warriors on D. She passing it off to Hancock, inside to Letty. Letty goes up for the shot, and she gets it.
See, Letty's been quiet offensively, only 4 points, but like I said earlier, a monster on the glass.
Bear with the ball here to the right, passing it out to Graham. Inside there to...
Off he just fell. I don't really know what happened there.
Hancock got that rebound, though, and she's going to come racing down the floor. Rebounded there by Letty.
And one.
And she's going to go to the line.
Everyone padding their
play.
stats here. 61-21 is the score. It was only 32-17 at halftime, but Western has just put together one of the best quarters I've seen them play all year. Solid offensively, incredible defensively. I mean, they've only given up 4 points in this quarter. We got Letty here shooting one. Makes it count.
Finishes it off, and we have Burnett coming down the floor here for the Warriors. Passing it off, back in her hands, inside the key. We have Jacobs passing it out.
Now they finally make a three.
Laura Bossers for a three. Yeah. Annabelle Hancock passing it off to Knox. They're going to double team Knox again. Hancock going down the right side of the court to Rondinelli. Rondinelli up to Knox. Almost pass. Stolen there. Knox going to go down to the left side, try passing it into Letty, but loses it. And we are going to have the Warriors back on offense.
And that's a
Jacobs went up.
I thought Rondinelli made a nice play there, but they're going to call the foul. It's going to be her first. Mustangs, both teams actually have 5 fouls, but not really going to matter. There's only 37 seconds left. Got Teresa Jacobs at the line to shoot 2.
First one is good.
Planks home the first, and Jacobs 58% free throw shooter on the season.
Second one doesn't go in, but we have Knox with that rebound coming down the floor, taking her time, passing it off to Annabelle. Back to Knox as she goes down the left side of the key.
Left hand.
Can't quite get it in there. We have Kunze coming down the floor on the right side, passing it off to Burnett. Moving it around here down to the left side of the corner, inside to Jacobs. She's trying to get past Letty and Rondinelli. And it's going to be Western ball underneath their net. Rondinelli's going to pass it in here to Hancock. Throws it off long.
And no one's there. Well, that's not...
It's not exactly what
not how they drew
wanted.
it up, no. Some miscommunication there. It's not going to hurt them, though.
Only the last couple seconds left. Burnett's going to go up for the shot. Rebound does not count there, but that is the end of the third quarter, and we'll give you
Turn off the horn.
We'll give you your answer here for the trivia question. Question was, what Mustang has the second most points in career with 1,626 points? And the answer is Amanda Anderson, who played for Western from 2005 to 2010.
That's crazy, and now we've got our third hero of the classroom, and our third hero is Caroline Earhart, who, as we mentioned before, is also this week's Good Life Female Athlete of the Week. She's currently in her second year of her undergraduate degree in health promotion. She likes to help coach younger kids through London's Western's Junior Development Program. She's hoping to break the Canadian triple jump record one day, and her biggest fear is getting seriously injured and having to take time off. I don't blame her for that. Karen Earhart is a hero of the classroom, and here are some highlights from the third quarter of action. Let's see the dance back.
have Kinsey coming down the floor here for the Warriors. Waterloo at 25. And we Burnett up top with the ball here. Western on defense. The shot is up and it is finished by the Warriors.
Paranek all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba with the basket there first of the game. Look at that long
Jenny
pass.
Vaughn makes that long pass there through three of the Warrior
She's
players.
got some good court vision to see that wide open underneath the basket.
Paranek pass there to
Oh, and a steal from Rondinelli.
Jenny Vaughn with the ball here for the Stangs. Warriors back on D. She comes down to the right side, passing it off to Walensky, going through the key. He's trying to come up for the shot.
And they call a charge on Walensky.
Do not agree with that one, really.
No, but you can do nothing but just laugh it off in this point. Now some of the third quarter stats. Letty working on a double-double. She's got 7 points and 11 boards. So she can get some more points. She'll be getting a double-double. I don't know if she'll see too much playing time, though, here as the game is out of reach. Vaughn has 19 points. Walensky, 10 points on the day.
She's doing very well
impressive,
today.
yep. I'll go along with 5 steals. Mustangs as a team just thoroughly out-rebounding, 42-28. But the big story really is the shooting, or the lack thereof, of Waterloo, shooting just 4 of 18, which is 22% from three-point range, and just 18% from the field on the day.
And we're going to have a Warriors ball underneath Western's net.
They've only taken 4 fewer shots than Western, so it's not for a lack of attempts that they are losing. It's the inability to make anything. Well, that's a beautiful inbounds play.
The pass in there was to Burnett, and she finished it off. Walensky with the ball. They're trying to trap them here to the side before they can get them past half. And Jenny Vaughn with it, passing it out to Walensky. She moves the ball around, passing off to Jenny. 9 seconds left on that shot clock, and Jenny Vaughn's going to go up for it. Comes off the rim, and we have Bossers with that rebound. She's going to take it down the left side of the court, trying to move past Walensky, who's got those hands.
Very active hands, my goodness.
Coming out there, trying to stop her. Right at the top of the key, loses her dribble, passing it off to Burnett. Inside the key for the shot.
Rondinelli gets the block.
Stopped her, and Walensky's going to take it down the court here.
Oh, but she got knocked
Loses
away.
it there. Long court pass down in Western's end, but it is going to be a Warriors ball.
We got Laura Daly coming in for Caroline Walensky. Daly, who's been red hot lately, only 5 points on the day. But it's been a very well-balanced attack from Western today that's gotten the job done.
Foster's losing her dribble off to Burnett. 9 seconds on that shot clock. Foster's going to take the shot, but doesn't get it through. And Rondinelli with that rebound, passing it off to Jenny Vaughn. She's looking for somebody else down there. Passes off to Moss for the shot.
Oh, look at that
Rebounds it
fight.
herself.
Follow your shot, kids. They'll get the rebound. Nice job by Moss. He's got 8 points and 7 rebounds.
It's going to be foul on Kate Kunze.
We got Lacey Knox coming back in.
Becca Moss is going to stand in the line here for 2 shots.
Lacey Knox and Annabelle Hancock, the only 2 Mustangs yet to score a basket. It's been that well of a day offensively for the Mustangs. Well balanced. Moss has 8, Walensky has 10, You got a couple other players, 7, 5, 4, 4, everyone pitching in.
Everyone's trying to get on the board here. Moss gets her second. They're moving back on defense now as the Warriors take it down the floor. We have Colleen back on the floor here, passing it off to Burnett. Back to Colleen, just going through herself, trying to get past that Western defense. No whistle was blown.
Does a good job drawing a foul there, and that is Dowley's second foul of the game.
We have Marty Colleen at the line for 2.
Colleen, a 57% shooter on the year. That one looked pretty good.
She's got one more here. Second shot is up, and she gets it. Ball's into Jenny Vaughn. She knows that trap's going to be coming after her, so she passes it off to Knox, makes some long passing here. Exactly what they need to do to get past that trap. Jenny Vaughn passing it to Dally. Dally trying to make that long pass down to the corner to Moss, and she gets it.
And she follows her shot again. Look at that.
Tried going up for that backwards layup there, but doesn't quite get it.
I think she thought she got fouled there. She may well have, but the refs let him play.
We have that taken away by Rondinelli. Knox with the ball down the right side of the court.
Ooh.
Tried getting that long pass there to
Getting
Jenny.
really sloppy here.
She was in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, really sloppy. Wow.
It's going to be a carry called on Jenny Vaughn.
I mean, I understand there's a big lead in the game, but there's no reason to get complacent as Western calls a timeout, and I wonder if Brian Chang will try to drive that into his team here. I know you got a lead, but come on, let's just get out of here.
We have our Mustangs at 65 and the Waterloo Warriors at 31.
University of Western Ontario's 241 academic All-Canadian athletes, and our last one of the evening is Mustangs wrestler Stephen Takahashi. 2011 was a great year for Stephen. He was named CIS Rookie of the Year, OUA MVP, and Rookie of the Year, and OUA and CIS All-Stars. He's currently studying kinesiology and is in line to go to Ivy. He credits his good time management skills that help him balance his time between academics and wrestling. His favorite part of being on a varsity team? Go figure, it's competition. Stephen Takahashi is a hero of the classroom. Now that's the one thing I wouldn't be able to do as a varsity athlete is time balance.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
especially with Ivy coming up.
Oh man, I couldn't
imagine.
Some of
these players.
Like some of the people I know, they're in engineering and they play on the football team. Those are each like 40-hour-a-week commitments. I don't know.
I have a good friend of mine, engineering in Ivy. I don't know how he does it.
It's crazy. I mean, I only get 15 hours of class a week, so I'm lucky. But
I know 18 is enough for me.
No, I'm very impressed by the people that play varsity athletes because it's very tough to balance, and a lot of our players are very good academically too.
Yes, absolutely. And Waterloo ball here on offense. Western on D. Moving it around here, Graham loses it, and it's going to be Western ball to the side.
Got Jenny Vaughn still on the floor. I don't know how long the starters will be on for Western. I imagine they'll play a few more minutes and then give some time to the bench players. But Rondinelli
up for the shot. Jenny Vaughn got past that trap once again from Waterloo.
That trap's really not doing too much. You only need to do pass 1 or 2 times to get out of the trap, and it's working every time for Vaughn.
Paranak passes to Graham as she tries getting inside. Colleen with it now to the right side up for a shot. Doesn't hit the rim though, and Dally got that ball, passing it long to Jenny Vaughn as she hands it off there to Hancock, but can't quite get it. And we have Paranak coming down the floor here all the way. And she's going to draw out the foul there against Lacey Knox.
Playing some good defense there, but called the foul. Hancock had a chance to get on the board there with a layup, and again, there's been a lot of like quarterback passes down the floor and a lot of transition layups for the Mustangs here. Seems to be the objective of their offense.
Paranak gets her first shot. She has one more coming up. Gets her second as well. Lacey Knox with the ball now. It looks like they took off that trap.
Yeah.
Passing it off there to Jenny. Jenny's calling out the plays. She's going to try to find that line to go through, but can't quite get it. Passing it off to Daly for the shot. And the 3 there for Laura Daly.
Wide open. Laura Daly makes her first 3 of the night.
Some great points that they're putting on the board right now. 70 points here for the Mustangs. We have a long 3 taken there by Colleen. And it is going to be Warriors ball underneath Western's net.
It's a nice basketball play there by Graham, throwing the ball off Rondinelli's leg. Rondinelli takes a seat, but that's just good knowledge of Graham there. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's Waterloo's timeout. 70 for the Mustangs, 33 for Waterloo. Hey, Mustangs fans, after the game, make sure to check out westernmustangs.ca for up-to-date Mustang scores, schedules, stories, and highlights. westernmustangs.ca is your source for all Western Mustangs information. And we'll be right back here on Mustangs TV with more fourth quarter action.
Back here on Mustangs TV, and we have a tweet. Kyle Prout at Mustangs TV. These girls rock my world. Keep it up, girls. Hashtag Mustangs TV.
Very impressive effort here from the girls tonight.
Mustangs fans, share your thoughts with us on Twitter. Tell us what you're watching, where you're watching from, and what you think of the team's performance tonight. Follow at Mustangs TV and use hashtag Mustangs TV when tweeting about Mustangs athletics. We're about to begin right after this quick timeout. We have Graham up top here passing off to Colleen for the 3, and she gets it. Marty Colleen. Jenny Vaughn's coming down the floor here for the Stangs. Warriors on defense. She's moving the ball around. Picks up her dribble, passing it off there to Daly. As she goes down to the right side, passing it off to Jory McDonald, and she finishes it up there for the Stangs. Graham coming down the floor, passing it there to Colleen. She's putting it inside to Phillips. Phillips is going to take her shot. Doesn't hit the rim, though, and Daly takes the ball. Coming down the floor strong here. Off to Knox, and Knox is going to get it in there.
Knox on the board. So get Hancock the ball, and then everyone would have points on the day. That's nice to see.
Perinac passing down there to Phillips in the corner. She's going to give it there to Jacobs up against Joy McDonald, and Colleen for the shot. A little long, and Daly's going to take it away.
No, that's not a good
Tried
pass.
making that long pass there to Annabelle Hancock, but landed in Colleen's hands. And she also made a bad pass there, trying to put it in Phillips down underneath the net, but went out of bounds. Looks like off a Western player, though.
Got Shohan and Neuenheisen coming in for Knox and Daly. 4:15 to go here. Western up by plenty.
Well, I think it's safe to say that Western has this one in the bag.
You could say that.
Graham here to the side, picking up her dribble, passing off to Colleen. They're looking for somebody inside, but Graham takes the shot. It's too long. Rebounded there by Jenny. It's going to be off of Vaughn. Warriors ball to the side.
So this will move Western up to 7 and 8, 14 points. Top 4, of course, make it on to the postseason. They're looking like they're going to be in a dogfight for the rest of the season for that final spot.
Colleen here on the left side, passing across to Graham. Graham's going to put it inside to Jacobs, and there's going to be a foul called, looks like, on Western. It's going to be a foul against Emma Neuenheisen. Mustangs' 4th team foul in this 4th quarter. With Colleen up top with the ball, passing it off to Graham. moving around here. Brunette with the shot.
Wow.
Western couldn't get that rebound. But it looks like Emma Neuenheisen could hold on to it there, passing it off to Annabelle Hancock. She's going to take it around there to Walensky. Off to Neuenheisen to the right side of the court, and she's going to go inside the key, out to Shohan to the left side. Walensky for the shot, and it's going to be rebounded by the Warriors. But Walensky almost stole that away.
She never gives up, does she? Wow. Foul on Hancock. That's 5 for Western in the quarter. Playing a little sloppy.
Well, they don't need to be. They are up by a lot. They just need to keep their distance. Shut them down in a safe way.
Timeout here by Waterloo. Next game for Western Mustangs. They've got a game at Laurier, and right now we've got the play of the game brought to you by Gatorade. Or Powerade, my bad, that's embarrassing. We got the steal from Walensky. Like I've been saying all night, her effort has been outstanding, and she's got 5 steals, 10 points, and that play right there summed it up. That is tonight's Powerade play of the game. We'll be right back with the finish of the game here on Mustangs TV.
A great car is not built from just parts, it's built from ideas. Like best-in-class fuel efficiency with every engine, not just the hybrid. The all-new 2012 Toyota Camry, made from 30 years of our most brilliant thinking.
New improved Powerade Ion 4 replenishes fuel and 4 of the minerals lost in sweat. Powerade Ion 4 hydrates better than water. Keep sweating.
And we're back here. Just over 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. And we have Marty Colleen at the line here for the Warriors. Finished up her first shot. She's going to take her second one right now.
Colleen putting together a nice second half. She's got 10 points on the game.
Quinlan's going to come into the game for the last few minutes and taking off Colleen. Shohan with the ball, passing it down inside the key there to Emma, and Emma's going to finish it off.
I don't even think that was to Emma. I think it was supposed to be for Jory and overshot her and ended up going right into Neuenheisen's hands.
Whatever works.
Oh, yeah. That's 2 points.
We have Burnett up top, passing it down there to Quinlan, and she has got it. Walensky with the ball here for the Stangs. Warriors on D. Calling out the play here for the girls. She's going to pass it down to the corner there to Emma. She's going to go inside the key.
Oh, that's nice.
Moving it around the Warrior players.
That's a very nice job by Neuenheisen. She's very good at finishing in the lane. I've noticed that.
It's going to be off of Emma.
Ball came right to me there. That's how you do it. Always alert.
Warriors ball here to the side, and we have Bear going to pass it in. Quinlan with the ball up top, up against Hancock, passing it down there to the corner to Burnett for the shot. Can't quite finish it off, and we have Shohan giving off there to Walensky. And Walensky comes down the court here, up against the Warriors. She's going to give it off to Emma Neuenheisen.
And Jory McDonald gets a 3 in the key violation. Like I was saying before, the next game for Western is at Laurier on Saturday. That'll be a tough one. Laurier currently 3rd in the division, but if you remember correctly, they just beat Laurier here in their last game. As we got Rondinelli streaking down the court.
And she gets it. Melissa Rondinelli.
Rondinelli, 8 points on the game in their last game.
Bear with the ball here to the right, passing it down to Quincy. Up top to Walensky stole it off, and she's going to take it down the floor there and finishes it there for Western. Caroline Lewinsky is having a great game points-wise. We have Burnett passing down the corner there to Bear. She'll probably pass it out back to Burnett. Quinlan up top. Burnett for the shot, rims out, and Joy McDonald got that rebound. Walensky's going to take it down the court. A minute left in this game. Walensky passing it to the corner there, trying to get inside to Joy McDonald, but loses it off. And then we have Bear, long pass to Burnett. Back out for the shot. It's going to be a white ball underneath Western's net.
After that game against Laurier on Saturday, they go to Guelph next Wednesday. And what's going to be a huge matchup as both teams are tied right now. The winner of that game will have a much better shot of making the playoffs than the loser of that game will.
Hancock passing it off there. Rondinelli for the three.
Rondinelli shoots a three.
Doesn't finish it off though, and Quinlan's taking it down the floor here for the Warriors. Western running back on D. Walensky trying to get that ball. She stole it away. Unreal. She goes up for the shot.
Don't tell me that goes in.
And she finished it off.
Unbelievable.
Gonna draw the foul there against.
Look at this. With the
Burnett.
How did she get this to go in?
I don't know.
That kind of game. That shot goes in. What a game for Walensky, up to 15 points, I believe. Saw Rondinelli shoot a three earlier. That was on her third attempt of the year.
Walensky gets another one.
What a game.
Burnett with the ball. Walensky with those fast hands trying to get it away. Back up top, 5 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, ball goes out of bounds.
It's going to be Warriors ball. It's the last play of the game, though.
Got 3.2 seconds left here. The 45-point Mustangs lead.
We have Western coach saying no shot, no foul.
Yep.
That's all he seems to be saying the last few seconds.
And they gave one up, though.
They did get that shot. And that is the end of the game. We have our Western Mustangs at 85 and Waterloo Warriors finishing at 42.
Yep. Jenny Vaughn leading the way with 19 points, but Caroline Walensky, that is my player of the game. She had 16 points, 6 steals. The energy she brought to the floor is incredible. And for the Waterloo Warriors, Laura Bossers and Marty Killeen each had 10 points.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here this evening at Alumni Hall in women's basketball action. Stay tuned. Up next, we have the men's game between the Western Mustangs and the Waterloo Warriors.
It's game day. Today, tomorrow, every day. And Game Face is our only face. We're not normal. Normal doesn't run everywhere or take a stopwatch to everything. Normal doesn't dedicate itself to never letting its customers down. Not a single one. Never, ever, ever. Normal doesn't live to beat the rush. Obsessed about out-the-door times? That's not normal. Counting pepperoni in your sleep? Not normal. Normal is average. Normal is ordinary. Normal is what people expect. Normal doesn't have pizza sauce flowing through its veins. The other guy is normal. That's why no one delivers like we do.
Now, Keelan, you've been on the team for 2 years now. How do you think the team has improved since last year?
Well, we're a totally different team. You know, we've lost some players to injury, graduated some players. We have a new coach, so I don't even think you can really compare us. We've got rookies playing major minutes, and we're just looking at focusing on ourselves right now. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We just need to compete ourselves and bring it every day in practice and transfer it to games.
And you guys play Laurier this Saturday, who are 3rd in the West Division. What do you think the girls need to do to prepare for this game?
Well, fortunately, we played them last week, so we can learn from the mistakes we made in that game. But rebounding is a huge thing, and defense is a huge thing for us. Playing for 40 minutes is what we have to focus on, and I think if we do that, anyone can beat anyone, and we should hopefully come out with a win on Saturday.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Back to you guys.